Check mic check 1 2. Cool.
So, good morning, everybody. Want to welcome everybody out this morning to the really kickoff of the Berry Rose and Longwood expansion projects. Thank y'all. It's been a long process, a long project for several years now. It's a really big project for the city. Again, thank you to the operators, the city staff, our consultants, elected officials, everybody that's been a part of it that's gotten us to this point this morning, thank you. So this will be a really big project for the city, and looking forward to it. This morning we'll kick it off and we'll have a safety moment by Mr. Marco with McCarthy, and then we'll pass it over to the mayor for some initial words. Thank y'all.
Morning, everybody. Like all meetings that we have at McCarthy, we try and start with the safety moment. Today's safety moments being that a lot of us are new visitors or new to the site, or some been here haven't been here in a while, and a lot has changed. We do have our muster point at the entrance, so if in case we don't have any drills planned for today, so if in case something does happen, we are going to meet at our muster point, do a head count before we have to leave. A couple other things is there's plenty of water. It's hot out here, so make sure that we stay hydrated. So there's plenty of water, and then anything on the concrete, then we're safe to walk with no PPE. Anything past the van that way or in the operating plant, we'll have to have our PPE 100% of the time. That's gloves included. Other than that, let's have a great meeting. Thank you.
All right, well, good morning, everybody. It's a great day to have a groundbreaking on what is now the single largest project that the city has encountered and undertaken on its own. It is a tremendous project, and one that is certainly needed, and one that is certainly going to impact every single one of our residents. As you know, this is a project that will be funded through water and sewer revenues, and so each and every one of our residents and our businesses will be paying for this project over the many years to come. But I want to thank all the partners. These projects do not happen unless you have a true partnership, and that starts with Arduro, our representative, Friesen Nichols, who's designing this project, and certainly McCarthy, who's going to be delivering it for the great people of Pearland. I look at a project like this, a lot of people, are concerned because of the size of this project and how much it costs and those types of things. And I remind them, what would the cost be if we don't do it? We have the Longwood plant alone is 60 years old. It's outlived its useful life and needs to be replaced. Certainly we know the impacts of the creek there and the reason it can't be replaced there, so therefore expanding this plant to take that in and redirecting it back. But if we didn't do that, at some point in time we would have our big brother over our shoulder step in and force it, and the cost would be even greater to do it. Not only the timelines and the fines and all those kind of things, it would be even greater. But more importantly to that, I think we have to continue to move forward on projects like this, because I want to set up the next generation for success. Let's make sure that we deliver projects, not kick cans down the road. We've seen some of our sister cities in the area decide to kick these kind of projects down the road, and it doesn't work out well. So I'd rather tackle them. I'd have great partners tackle these projects and make sure we set up the next generation for great success. So that's what we're doing. We're setting our kids and our grandkids up for the future. And I can't thank each and every one of you enough for doing that. Again, I think Trent can maybe speak to how long this has been in the hopper. Probably 10, 12, 15 years, somewhere in that ballpark. Certainly we've known for many years that expanding our water and wastewater facilities is certainly, with a growing and expansive city that we've had, they're always in the cards. And when we get to them, it's quite shocking when you look back at the timeline on some of this. So this has been decades in the making. Thank each and every one of you that are going to touch this project. Our own city staff for your endurance throughout this process. And one day, hopefully here soon, we'll be back out here and we'll cut a ribbon and we'll be open for business. Thank each and every one of you. Let's have a great day.
Good morning. I'm Trent Epperson, the city manager for City of Pearland. Thank you, Mayor. Want to welcome everybody here, and that's what I did want to do, is talk a little bit about the history of getting to this point. Pearland has seen tremendous growth over the last couple of decades, and with that comes a need to renew our infrastructure. And we've done that in many places with our water system, our other wastewater plants. One of them was completed a few years ago. There's one that's wrapping up this year. And this really leaves the Longwood and the Berry Rose basins as kind of the last major efforts to revitalize and renew that infrastructure that was originally built back in the 60s. So this actual project of collapsing the Longwood plant and expanding the Berry Rose plant really started about 15 years ago when we did a study of how to collapse that Longwood plant and started a series of projects to get us here. And you know, I think back at that point we were doing an expansion of the JHEC project, and it was $17 million, and that kind of blew everybody away. It was supposed to be 12, and then it was 14, then it was 15. By the time we bid it, it was 17. And that was the largest project we'd done at that point. So here we are, you know, 15 years later, and the cost of things just kind of blow my mind as to where we are today. We're, you know, $260 million project to do a similar, larger but similar scope. But why do we do these things? One is to meet the regulatory requirements, serve our citizens, make sure that when you know, we send water to their home, clean water to their homes, they're able to flush and bathe and shower and wash their dishes, and that comes back to us and we return it to the environment as it should be. So that's the importance of doing projects like this. Why do we do them in the way we do? It is because we want to provide our operators, our employees, a safe, clean, a place to operate out of that is efficient and state-of-the-art, and so that is why we do projects like this. So it takes a large team to do this. It takes past councils to make the decisions, to put the efforts and the dollars into moving a project like this forward. Our current council to continue to fund those things. Past staff members as well as current staff members to move all these things forward, and then our partners with Ardura, Freeze Nichols, and McCarthy. So long road to get here. Still a long road to go, but it'll be much shorter here to the end, and can't wait till we get back here to cut the ribbon. So thank you, and have a great day. Thank you.
Good morning. Jake Stones, Vice President of Operations for McCarthy Building Companies, and I'm very excited to be standing here with our partners and turn some dirt on what has been something long time coming, but to say a few words about that, when we engaged in this project some time ago, it was clear that there were some unique challenges, the technical challenges that needed to be solved in order to deliver the right product to the city to take care of their infrastructure needs long term. This project, with a floodplain, with some consolidation that was necessary to operate a very efficient system, with site constraints, there was a lot of things that needed to happen, and the right partners got involved. And so as long as it took, I think it's celebratory that we got to the spot we got, and we're about to turn dirt on what is, the mayor said it, the largest and probably one of the most important longevity projects for the city, and we're happy to participate in that. I am always excited when we engage in purpose-driven infrastructure for cities, and we have a project manager that works for McCarthy who's Nigerian-born, works in the area with us, and he always reminds me that when he was growing up, he lived in a community that they only had access to secure water and power for a couple hours every day, and his entire life he lived that way. And whenever he tells that story, it reminds me how important these things are, right? That we can deliver this longevity and give our future generations that security and a different experience. So we're excited to participate. I echo the words of both Trent and the mayor on how exciting this day is. We're gonna cut to the chase. So we'll line up behind the dirt pile here. If we can have Jeff and Sheldon join us up here as our partners from Freeze and Ardura, and we'll get this podium out of the way and we'll start turning some dirt. Sound good?
We'll go back this way towards the van.
Guys ready?
Ready? All right, give it a shot first. There you go.
Shoulder straight. Suck it in.
Hang on just a second. If you can get your shovels kind of up where we can see the Pearland water logo, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you. Perfect.
Thanks, sir.
Oh, cool.
Looks good. Great. 0, 1, 2, and great.
All right, now, everybody get a small shovel of dirt or however big you want. Hold it, and on the count of 3, we're going to throw. On 3, not after 3. Got it? 1, 2, 3. Good? All right, one more. On the count of 3.
With a smile.
Everybody smile. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.